Welcome to Millionaire Moves, the place where ambition meets action, and every move you make is a step closer to financial freedom and success. Today, we are diving deep into a question that has intrigued many. Why do 90% of billionaires wake up at 5 a.m.? What is it about this early hour that separates the ultra-successful from the rest? This isn't just a motivational myth or a catchy headline. There is solid science and strategy behind this habit that could transform the way you approach your day and ultimately your life. The truth is, waking up at 5 a.m. is more than just an early alarm clock. It's a gateway to harnessing your brain's peak performance, gaining a powerful head start, and developing discipline that compounds into massive success. Studies in neuroscience show that the early morning hours offer a unique window when the brain is at its freshest and least distracted. Cortisol levels, which help with alertness, peak naturally in the early morning, preparing you mentally and physically for the day ahead. This biological boost means your ability to focus, make decisions, and solve problems is at its best just after waking. Billionaires like Tim Cook, Oprah Winfrey, and Howard Schultz understand this and capitalize on this brain chemistry by scheduling their most critical and creative tasks during this period, leading to higher productivity and better quality work. Beyond the neurological benefits, waking up early reduces the friction of daily distractions. The world is quiet, social media buzz is minimal, and interruptions are fewer. This creates an ideal environment for deep work, reflection, and strategic planning. Billionaires often report that these early hours allow them to set clear priorities without the noise of emails, phone calls, or meetings. This focused starter enables them to maintain control over their day rather than reacting to external demands. In fact, research by leadership experts has shown that individuals who wake up earlier tend to be more proactive and have better time management skills, which are key ingredients in high achievement. But it's not just about waking up early. It's about what you do with those early hours. The science of habit formation tells us that consistency is king. When you commit to waking up at 5 a.m. daily, you train your brain and body to anticipate this routine, creating a powerful positive feedback loop that strengthens your discipline and self-control over time. This habit then spills over into other areas of life, helping to improve exercise routines, healthy eating, and mental clarity. The billionaire's edge comes from understanding that success is built on small, daily habits that compound over years, not just big wins. Another fascinating scientific aspect is the connection between early rising and improved mental health. Multiple studies link morning light exposure to better mood regulation and reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety. Waking up at 5 a.m. means you are more likely to get natural sunlight early, which regulates your circadian rhythm and boosts serotonin production, often called the feel-good neurotransmitter. This creates a positive mental state that enhances creativity and resilience, traits billionaires credit for their ability to bounce back from failures and persist through challenges. Moreover, waking early aligns with what psychologists call chronotype. Some people are naturally morning types, but even if you aren't, gradually adjusting your sleep schedule can reprogram your biological clock. The key is to pair waking early with quality sleep, as the benefits will vanish without rest. Billionaires prioritize their sleep hygiene by going to bed early and creating routines that signal the body it's time to unwind, enabling them to wake up refreshed and ready to seize the day. Now let's talk about the practical implications of waking up at 5 a.m. for your financial and personal growth. When you start your day earlier, you gain extra hours that most people don't have. This time can be dedicated to learning new skills, exercising, meditating, or planning your day. Billionaires often emphasize continuous learning and self-improvement during this golden hour. Whether it's reading financial reports, brainstorming innovative ideas, or setting goals, this quiet time fuels their success. Science backs this up through studies on morning cognition and productivity, showing that tasks completed during early hours are generally higher in quality and creativity. This head start also gives you a psychological advantage. The sense of accomplishment from waking early and completing important tasks first thing builds momentum and confidence that lasts throughout the day, creating a powerful upward spiral toward your goals. Of course, making the transition to waking up at 5 a.m. consistently is far from easy. Many people attempt it, but quickly fall back into their old routines because they don't have a compelling why that drives them, or they lack the proper strategies to make the change sustainable. This is precisely where most fail, not because waking up early is inherently difficult, but because they don't understand the deeper reasons behind this habit or how to implement it in a way that sticks. The billionaires who have mastered this habit aren't just waking up early by accident or because it's trendy. They have developed the specific, intentional tactics that support them in maintaining this powerful routine day after day, no matter the circumstances. One of the most crucial factors that sets them apart is a deeply rooted sense of purpose or mission. This purpose acts like a magnet that pulls them out of bed before the sun rises. When your goals are meaningful enough, whether it's building a legacy, changing the world, or providing for your family, getting up early becomes less of a chore and more of a calling. This intrinsic motivation is what fuels the discipline required to show up every morning, even when it's hard or when your body begs for just 5 more minutes of sleep. But purpose alone isn't enough. These successful individuals also understand the importance of shaping their environment to make waking up early as easy and automatic as possible. For instance, avoiding screens and blue light exposure before bedtime is one of their key habits. Scientific studies show that blue light from phones, tablets, and computers suppresses melatonin production, the hormone that signals to your body it's time to sleep, making it harder to fall asleep and get quality rest. By limiting screen time in the hour or two before bed, billionaires ensure they fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper, more restorative sleep, which directly affects how easy it is to wake up feeling refreshed at 5 a.m. Another environmental strategy they use is maintaining a consistent sleep schedule every day, including weekends. This consistency helps regulate the body's internal clock or circadian rhythm, so that waking up early becomes natural rather than a jarring shock to the system. When you go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time daily, your body learns to anticipate sleep and wakefulness, reducing grogginess and improving alertness. Preparing the morning routine the night before is another crucial tactic. These tactics align perfectly with principles from behavioral science, which teaches us that long-lasting change depends heavily on both intrinsic motivation and environmental design. In other words, your mind must want the change, but your surroundings must also support it. By creating a sleep-friendly environment, establishing consistent routines, and having a clear why, billionaires turn waking up at 5 a.m. into a powerful, sustainable habit rather than a short-lived experiment. This combination of internal drive and external structure helps them maintain their early rising habit regardless of stress, travel, or unforeseen life events. In summary, waking up at 5 a.m. is much more than just an early alarm clock. It's a science-backed, strategy-driven habit that underpins the extraordinary success of 90% of billionaires. It leverages the brain's natural rhythms, helping to reduce distractions and mental clutter. It improves mental health by aligning with our biological clocks and exposing us to early morning light, which boosts mood and resilience. It creates extra, uninterrupted time to focus on high-impact tasks, learn new skills, and set the tone for a productive day. But beyond the benefits of the hour itself, the habit represents a commitment to a lifestyle centered around discipline, clear purpose, and continuous personal growth. This habit is not an isolated action, but a keystone habit that triggers positive ripple effects across your entire life, shaping your mindset, habits, and ultimately, your destiny. So experiment with the strategies used by billionaires. Find your purpose, craft your environment, prioritize your sleep, and prepare the night before. If what I've shared here resonates with you, don't just watch and forget. Take action now. Set your alarm for 5 a.m. and commit to designing a morning routine that truly fuels your ambitions and sets the stage for massive growth. Every billionaire started somewhere, and for most, the journey began with waking up earlier than everyone else. If you found value in these insights, please subscribe to Millionaire Moves for more content that inspires, educates, and equips you to build wealth, mindset, and unstoppable momentum. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a move that could transform your life. Keep pushing, keep grinding, and as always, keep making those millionaire moves. And we will see you in the next video with another success story and tips to become successful in your life. The moves that will make you millionaire.